Today, we're going to go through all the concepts on how to become someone who's just part of society, abides by societal standards, to someone with tons of aura. And this phrase is used so much on Reels, on TikToks, all of this, all of that. It actually does exist. It's not just some meme. I'm the main character because, as you can see, I look like a model. I look like a mannequin. And people in clubs, they actually come up to me and they're like, "Oh, it's Raphael, how are you?" I've never met these people before. So I've built that identity that people, they recognize me before I recognize them. So this video is going to go through step by step how to build that identity. It takes about 6 to 8 months. And we'll go from there. It's going to be an absolute blast. So I took about 6 to 8 months out from producing content to mainly focus on my self-improvement journey. The reason why I did this is I knew there was so much more to go, right? I knew I didn't quite have that look yet to be able to pop off in the self-improvement space. I knew I didn't have the environment that I needed like I do today. Yesterday, I posted my first Instagram reel in quite a while, my first one that I took seriously. And it's not a video of me just like laying there topless talking about this, that. I know a few content creators myself. I've decided yesterday to visit their page after I posted, just to see what the competition is like. Blocked, removed. I'm like, I must be doing something right. People are watching me, people are removing me. They're scared, they're afraid because they know Starboy Raphael is back. So, main points are, people, they want the finished product. They really do. This includes women. They want the finished product. They don't actually like to see a young man develop. They don't find it attractive if you say you go to the gym 7 days a week and you go to boxing 3 times a week and you're in a calorie deficit. They don't want to hear all of that. They just want to see that six-pack, that V-taper, and think you just naturally got it gifted to you. And this goes with friends as well. I mean, luckily I have friends who sort of understand the journey that I'm on, but quite a lot of the time, they won't be there for you when you're in that development stage of becoming the main character. So that's why having that lonely period is completely fine. Having the period 6 to 8 months where you're lonely, where you're building yourself to be the main character, and then you're loud about it, is a method. And you got to stay quiet during that development process because of all the things that I explained. People, they don't want to see a guy building their character up. They want to see the finished product. Stay quiet. When you're the main character like me, then be loud like I'm doing today. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm highlighting all my achievements. On to the next point. Don't be too available. Massive point. I remember when I was at university, I had a really good friend of mine that I'd message all the time. "Hey, are you going out tonight? What are you up to?" It came across needy. In the end, he actually did me wrong. Don't be too available because people, they'll have a lack of respect for you. If you're the one always texting, always calling, it's going to come back to bite. I've learned it the hard way. You have to think about the law of attraction, guys. The law of attraction, it states that if you're too available, people will have a lack of respect towards you. So go quiet for a bit. If that friend really likes you, they'll text you. If the girl really likes you, she won't be able to go 2-3 days without getting that call, without getting that text, and then she'll text you, that she'll call you. So it's a harsh reality. You got to stay quiet so that you know who your friends really are, and to have a high self-respect, you've always got to look the part. Always look the part. What character do you want to play? Look at me here today. Cowboy hat on, linen, everything. Today I wanted to be a cowboy. And in public, I wear this cowboy hat. Do you think people think I'm a nutter, I'm a crazy guy? No, because I'm the main character. People look at me and they're like, that's the main character. But more specifically, I've got a good analogy. You want to live your life like a video game. You're the main character, everyone else, they're non-player characters, and then you have a few side characters as well who are like kind of the main character. It's like in GTA. You have Trevor Phillips, Franklin, Michael, the main characters, and then you got the Stranger and Freaks mission, where you interact with a stranger and freak. That could be you giving a high five in the gym. But have those interactions, move on with your life, have the mentality that you're the main character and the world evolves around you. And it starts with that mentality. You're in a video game, you're literally in the Matrix. I know that's cringe because Andrew Tate says it and whatever, but literally you're in the Matrix. The other day, there was a miscode in the Matrix. It was actually just yesterday. There was some kind of miscode in the video game that I live in, the Matrix, where I'm the main character. And 4 people asked me for directions within a matter of 30 to 40 minutes. There was a blip in the code. That's how you've got to think. That was a blip in the code. I'm the main character. If you don't think like that, then you're going to get out-competed, I promise you. And more on looking the part, create your identity. Okay. You got to look at someone who's doing it right. For example, me. If I look a bit like you, if you have my colour skin, then maybe you can copy the sort of outfits that I wear, and maybe you can copy like the cowboy hat. I got the cowboy hat idea from someone called Jack Hopkins. I was like, okay, that's actually so cool. He's wearing a cowboy hat in a video, and then the next day I bought it. So yeah, look at people who inspire you, who have a look that you want to have, and then go out there and morph it. Next slide, super important. I'm going to start with a story. Okay, it's the classic ex-girlfriend story. She broke my heart, like she literally broke it, and then she put it back together, and then she tore it apart again, just for the fun of it. I'd never listened to Lana Del Rey before, and I started listening to it because of her, and I actually became kind of a Lana Del Rey fan because of it, because every single time I listen to Lana Del Rey, I think of my ex-girlfriend. And then that was for about 2 years. And then on from that, now I actually just like listening to Lana Del Rey. And you want to look like a Lana Del Rey song. You want to take a picture of yourself and then put a Lana Del Rey song over it. And if it looks strange, then you don't have the main character look. If you take a picture of yourself, you put a Lana Del Rey song over it. Let's say, for example, like West Coast or $1 Million Man. If it doesn't look strange, if it looks like that song is about you, then you're doing everything right. How to Lana Del Rey Max is, the connotations that you get from it, from Lana Del Rey, is old money. You want to have that old money aesthetic. This is linen, cotton, high quality clothing. This is very Lana Del Rey coded as well, the cowboy hat. If this is the aesthetic that you're going for, then perfect. But there's of course other aesthetics, but yeah, this is one that really fit me, and I feel now that I've Lana Del Rey Max, I'm more of the main character. So I was talking about aura in the first slide, and the people that have the most aura understand that it comes and goes in waves. Aura is not like this. So someone like me understands that your aura, your life energy force, whatever these philosophers call it, if it dips and it goes up and down, when it's down, what are you going to do? When you're down, you're going to think, oh yeah, my aura's a bit down today. It is what it is. My aura's a bit down today. Okay, yeah, it's fine, it's whatever. Tomorrow it might go back up, it's fine. Some days you're not on smoke, but you still do the activities, but maybe with a bit less life force, with a bit less enthusiasm, and that's completely okay. But the most important thing is, because your aura's in waves, what are you going to do when it's at the top? What are you going to do when the life energy is right up here? For me, it's right up here. That's why I'm filming this video. And on to the next point, to be the main character, you have to go to certain places. You have to have your go-to places. you have to have your community there, your community here. People should know your name. And to be the main character, it's so much harder if you're going to different coffee shops every day, if you're going to different barbers every now and again, if you're trying out different gyms. It's honestly so much harder. You have to go to the same gym, same coffee shop, same barber, same spots every single day, same road every single day. And this comes with a lot of pros, because if you're seen in the same venues, then all of a sudden you feel more comfortable in those environments and you're able to interact with the NPCs, and people will start to know your name. For example, the gym that I go to, every single person that works there knows that I'm Raphael. They stalk my YouTube. When it's late at night, instead of watching Netflix, they literally pull up my YouTube channel and they watch it. And you'll have this energy where you go to your Instagram reels, you'll see you only got 10 likes in the video that you last posted, and you see that there's 53 shares. And think about the amount of life force that's coming back to me. When people say your name, where does that energy go? It doesn't go to the other person, it goes to me. If they're saying, Starboy Raphael this, that energy is coming back to me. So you want your name in other people's mouths as much as possible. And that will give you the main character energy to excel, to move forward. And you need to buy back your time. This is the next point. Outsource tasks. Your energy is so important. Protect your energy. Focus on what matters. Okay? Outsourcing tasks. What does that look like? Perhaps you might not be that into the gym. You might not have that much knowledge about weightlifting. Just outsource it. Just get someone else to do it for you. PT trainer, personal trainer. Get someone else to go through all the movements with you. Perhaps you're not very good at editing your YouTube videos, your TikToks. Just pay someone else to do it. Focus on what matters, which is your energy, your life force. Outsource your annoying little tasks that you have throughout the day to other people, and you'll be good. So, on to the next point. Online presence is more important than ever. I only realised this when I started to solo travel. So I'd meet lovely people in these hostels and they'd want to see your Instagram within 5 minutes because they don't feel like they know you until they see you on Instagram, which is really warped if you think about that. It's like, how do we live in a day and age where how you look in Instagram is more important than how you look when you go outside, when you like meet that person in the bar, when you meet that person in the hostel? It's so strange. But if the world is being digitalized, and if the impression that you make on Instagram is more important than the impression that you make in real life, in most situations like solo traveling, you need to become someone that is rememberable on Instagram. And the easiest way to do that, and this is channeling the main character energy again, is traveling. It is because traveling, it shows your experience as a man. When you have the tan, when you have the physique, take pictures on holiday. It's the easiest way to do it. Make reels. If you're not producing content, then it's going to be so much harder to become that main character archetype. Because to build social status, you need social presence. And that's now online these days. And it's not through LinkedIn. It's not, let's say you want to be like a doctor or whatever. You might think, oh, the way to become like, have more social status online, it might be through LinkedIn. No, it's Instagram. Instagram is a new dating app. It's the new everything. It's the new business tool. So you got to make the most of it, okay? You can't be a main character if you've got a privated account. And on to the final point. Become someone people will remember. If you abide by government-orientated standards, if you're a conformist, then people won't remember you. There's a guy, Tim something, on social media. He's got 25,000 followers. His comment section is full of praise. Guess what he does on social media? He rubs his own feces and sperm on his face. And genuinely, I'd rather be that kind of guy who is doing those disgusting things than being the conformist who just has a 9 to 5, isn't willing to build his Instagram, isn't willing to have the main character energy on YouTube, in real life, isn't willing to better himself and is okay the way he is. Because I love myself so much, I don't need self-improvement. It's a very feminine attitude, to be honest. It really is. So the fact that someone can literally build an audience and has a course and everything, and he rubs poo on his face, and that's what his content is made for, I back you. And of course, I back myself. So yeah, be someone that people remember. You don't need to take it to the extremes, but yeah, maybe have a difference in opinion. State your opinion when necessary and be creative. So let's bring that to a close. That's Starboy Raphael with another video. You got to be inspiring to other people. Be different.